Life in Umudike went on as usual. Women still gathered at the stream every evening, laughing and gossiping as they washed clothes. Men still returned from the farms with hoes balanced on their shoulders. Children still ran barefoot through red dust, chasing each other with loud laughter. But something had shifted, and Oluchi felt it most. Oluchi watched Oma like someone watching fire, looking for smoke. From across the school compound, from behind doors, from the corner of her eyes, Oluchi was always watching. She noticed how Oma laughed less loudly now, how she paused sometimes, as if listening to something only she could hear, how she avoided the stream when she could, and it angered Oluchi. Why is she suddenly careful? Oluchi wondered. Does she know? One afternoon, Oluchi did something that shocked everyone. She greeted Oma. They met near the classroom block. Oma was coming out, books hugged to her chest. Oluchi stood there, dressed neatly as always, her beads shining. Oma, she said. Oma stopped. She turned slowly, surprise written plainly on her face. Yes, she replied. Oluchi smiled, not her usual proud smile, not the sharp one that came with insults. This one was soft. I just wanted to say hello, Oluchi said. How are you? Oma searched her face carefully. I'm fine, Oma answered. Good afternoon. Students nearby slowed down, pretending not to listen. Oluchi nodded, good afternoon, and she walked away. Whispers followed immediately. What was that? Did you hear her greet? Has Oluchi changed? Oma stood there for a moment, confused. For the first time in many years, hope lifted its head inside her chest. That evening, as Oma and Dike walked home together, she mentioned it. Oluchi greeted me today, Oma said quietly. Dike stopped walking. Oluchi, he asked. Yes. Dike frowned slightly. Be careful. Oma looked at him. People can change. Dike sighed. I know, but not everyone does. She smiled gently. I believe in giving people a chance. Dike said nothing more, but his eyes followed the path ahead carefully, like someone counting hidden stones. The next day, Oluchi came again. This time, she came to Oma's house. Oma was sweeping the compound when she heard footsteps at the gate. She looked up and froze. Oluchi stood there, perfectly dressed, hair neatly braided, expression calm. Oma, she said softly. Oma leaned on her broom. Oluchi, can I come in? Oluchi asked. Oma hesitated only for a second before stepping outside. Please. They sat on a wooden stools under the mango tree. For a moment, Oluchi said nothing. Then she stood up. Slowly she knelt. Oma gasped. Oluchi, what are you doing? I'm begging you, Oluchi said, head bowed. I have wronged you so many times. I spoke badly to you. I insulted you. I let anger control me. Oma's heart softened instantly. It's okay, she said quickly. Please stand up. Oluchi shook her head. No, I need you to hear me. Her voice trembled, just enough to sound real. I was jealous, she continued. I hated how people praised you. I let it turn me into someone I'm not proud of. Tears gathered in Oluchi's eyes. I want peace, she whispered. Please forgive me. Oma felt tears rise in her own eyes. She stood up and helped Oluchi to her feet. I forgive you, Oma said sincerely. I never held anything against you. They hugged. From the outside, it looked like the end of hatred, but from the inside, it was the beginning of something darker. Before leaving, Oluchi smiled. There's a place I like to sit in the evening, she said, by the stream. The water is calm there. Will you come with me today? So we can talk as friends? Oma hesitated. The stream. Her chest tightened, but she remembered her mother's words. Don't be proud. Don't reject peace. She forced a smile. Okay. Oluchi's eyes flashed just for a second. That evening, Oluchi walked alone towards the stream. Her steps were fast, determined. Today, she told herself, today it will end. On the narrow path, she met an old woman. The woman was bent with age, firewood piled high on her head. Her steps were slow. My daughter, the woman called gently, please help me lift this load. Oluchi stopped. She looked at the woman from head to toe, disgust curling her lips. Are you mad? She snapped. Do you know who I am? The woman blinked calmly. I am the daughter of Chifimeka, Oluchi continued. You want to stain me with your dirty load? The woman said nothing. Oluchi hissed loudly and walked away. Behind her, the old woman watched her go, eyes deep and unreadable. Minutes later, Oma came along the same path. She saw the old woman struggling. She dropped her basket immediately. Good evening, Mama, she greeted, kneeling. Good evening, my daughter, the woman responded. Please help me. Of course, Oma said. She lifted the load, adjusted it properly, and insisted on carrying it all the way to the woman's hut. At the doorway, the woman touched Oma's hand. Kindness follows you, she said softly, and because of it, the ground will refuse your blood. Oma felt a strange chill pass through her body. She smiled politely and left. When she reached the junction, her heart began to pound. She stopped. Something inside her said, don't go further. She turned back. Oluchi waited at the stream. Time passed. The sky began to darken. Mosquitoes buzzed. No, Oma. Her fist clenched. She thinks she can escape, Oluchi muttered. She picked up a stone and threw it into the water violently. I will get you, she said through clenched teeth. If not today, another day. She walked away, anger burning hotter than ever. That night, Oma told her mother about the old woman. Her mother grew quiet. These things don't happen by chance, she said slowly. They prayed together before sleeping. Across the village, Oluchi lay awake. Her eyes were open and her heart was darker than before. Next time, she promised herself, I will not fail. Life did not return to normal for Oluchi. If anything, it became louder inside her head. She woke up angry. She slept angry. And in between, her thoughts circled one name like a wound that refused to heal. Oma. She could not understand it. Why was it always her? Why did kindness follow Oma like a shadow? Why did respect cling to her like perfume? Oluchi began to snap at servants. She stopped attending gatherings. When people greeted her, her answers were short and bitter. Jealousy had eaten its way past her smile and settled in her chest. And when hatred can no longer hide, it looked for a new shape. At school, the whispers began. Quiet at first. Have you noticed how Oma pretends to be humble? She's not as innocent as she looks. I heard she likes attention. These words did not carry Oluchi's name, but they carried her voice. Some students listened, some doubted, some began to look at Oma differently. Oma noticed. Greetings became fewer, smiles became cautious, laughter died quickly around her. But she said nothing. She had learned that not every battle needed a mouth. And rumors reached Dike. He found Oluchi one afternoon near the classroom block. Why are you doing this? He asked calmly. Oluchi looked away. Doing what? You know exactly what, Dike said. Leave Oma alone. Her chest tightened. So you've chosen her, she said bitterly. I chose truth, Dike responded, and kindness. Those words landed like a slap. For the first time, Oluchi understood something clearly. Dike would never be hers. And that realization broke the last word inside her. That night, she sent a message through a younger girl. Oma should come and see me, she said. Tell her I'm sick. Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I just want peace. When Oma heard it, Her heart hesitated. Her mother looked at her carefully. You have already forgiven her, she said. You don't need to keep walking into danger. Oma lowered her head. I don't want to harden my heart, she whispered. That night, she prayed, not for victory, not for revenge, only for protection. The sky was heavy that evening. The stream rushed louder than usual, swollen by unseen rains. Oluchi stood there waiting. When Oma arrived, Oluchi turned slowly. You came, she said. Yes, Oma replied quietly. What do you want to tell me? Oluchi laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. Do you know how it feels, she said, stepping closer, to have everything and still lose? Oma said nothing. I hated you, Oluchi continued. I hated the way people looked at you, the way Dike looked at you. Her voice shook now. I tried to destroy you, she confessed, and today it will end. She longed, but the ground shifted. The water roared. In the struggle, Oluchi's foot slipped. She screamed, hands reaching out. Villagers, drawn by the noise, by instinct, by faith, rushed in. They pulled her back from the edge, and in her panic, her words spilled out. Everything, the lies, the hatred, the plan. Silence followed, heavy, unforgiving. Chief Emeka arrived breathless. He listened, and for the first time, Wealth had no voice. Oluchi collapsed, sobbing into the dust, her pride shattered before the eyes of the village. Days passed. Oluchi stopped coming to school. Her name lost its shine. Her beauty could no longer hide her shame. And Oma walked freely again, not because she had won, but because she had remained herself. When asked what should be done to Oluchi, Oma answered softly, let her heal, but let her learn. Life continued in Umudike. The stream flowed, the market buzzed, the dust still rose under bare feet. But the village remembered, and the story became a warning. Jealousy does not wound its target first, it destroys its owner. Kindness is a shield no hatred can pierce. Wealth cannot silence truth. Pride pushes people into darkness. Humility pulls them back to light. And no matter how long evil plans, truth always arrives before blood does. Thank you for watching today's story. Remember to like, share this story with your loved ones, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and leave your comments on what you think about the story. Click on the video on your screen to enjoy more African tales from me. See you next time on Tale Time with Udoka. Bye for now.